Hi, this is Tina Hewitt, Stampin' Up demonstrator in Adelaide, Australia. Now, yesterday I received the paper pumpkin kit for June 2026. It came in the box and I opened the box, and yesterday I made the first card. So today I'm just doing this video to make the other two cards in the kit so you can see what they look like. So let's switch to my desktop view and hopefully this will work today. I had problems yesterday, I had to go a different way. Anyway, so this is the instructions for the kit and this is the card I made yesterday. And yeah, it's lovely with the bike and the flowers. Did a bit of stamping, showed you a little trick with the twine, and we'll continue today with the other two cards. So just put that one over there. Now I have gone ahead before starting this video dividing all the contents for the other cards into envelopes, so they're all ready to go. And so I'll do the second card number 2 in here, which is the sort of pinky corally type card base, which is Calypso Coral, matches the stamp pad. I've got a nice envelope with a watercolour wash on it there, so I'll just put that on aside. So this has got this very large piece in here and a banner label to stamp on, and a large die cut and an overlay die cut. So the instructions are fairly straightforward. So I've got the base and it says to fold it up. Step 2, do is stamping. I've already put my stamps on blocks to make this a little bit quicker. So we need the best wishes one, and we need that floral one. No, that's a butterfly one. We need this floral one. Yep, floral one there. So in yesterday's video I explained in your kit you get a little Stampin' spot. As I'm demonstrating, I'll have the full-size stamp pads in that colour. I thought I'd use that one, and I've got my blocks to use it. But when you subscribe to Paper Pumpkin, you do get a block in your first box, and then you can keep that for future boxes. So we'll do the stamping. We've got what I like to do is bring in a little silicone mat, do my stamping on. Just has a little bit of give. Can also use the cardboard base that comes in the box. So see, I did some stamping there yesterday. Can use that, either or, they both work. So that's perfectly fine. It's good for practicing the stamps on. Okay, so we'll do the best wishes. It stamps onto the little banner thing here for that there, and yeah, I've got the stamp best wishes. I'll link that up. Just do a little test stamp there and then stamp it onto my banner. Sorry, that's out of shot. Oh, oops. Bring that up so you can see. There's the stamping. Okay, so that's that piece. Then the other bit of stamping is on these flowers. So I'll just clean that off in a sec. We've got these flowers, this little bunch of flowers, so I'm just going to test that. And with solid stamps, you might want to just practice it, test it, stamp it a couple of times before stamping onto your image here. So this one has these little areas to stamp on. It gives you a rough idea of how to line up the stamps. That one there, do this one here. And a little tip with the Stampin' Up paper pumpkin kits is that whenever they have these little pieces that you stamps on, whether these are these designer elements or little labels and banners, they always give you an extra one just in case you mess one up. And that is a good idea, because sometimes, you know, you think, oops, made a boo-boo, and you want to do that one again. They put an extra one in there. So I'll just clean those two stamps. I've got my chamois here, which cleans it off very, very quickly. Does stain, but it's perfectly clean and doesn't transfer to the stamps. So, okay, those two are stamped. I will close that up now. And now it says to put a couple of dimensionals onto the back of these two images and the big bike, which I'll get to in a sec. Let's get my dimensionals out. I don't think I need dots on this one, no, and I'll need butterflies in a minute. So this one says to put 2 dimensionals on there, and then to put about 4 on that one. You could put a couple more, it's up to you. You usually have some leftover dimensionals. I might just put 1 or 2, a couple more on. But that's just me. Anyway, oops. I'll put 1 in the middle there. Alright, now, so that's those, and I need to put some on the big bike element. I need to put quite a few on this one. So this will take a minute. So this is the paper pumpkin kit is a crafting escape in a box that arrives on your doorstep each month that you subscribe. So this is the 3rd kit that we've had in Australia since they've had the subscription available here. So it's all very exciting and new, and I've seen what's coming up in future ones, and just a bit of a sneak peek, and they look very, very exciting actually. I'm looking forward to those and seeing them. Let's put a few more on here. That one needs some twine on. It wraps around. From what I can gather, yep. Okay, let's put that over there. I'll get the twine. And then we've got little butterflies, and then we can put the thing together. It says to put twine around and then tie. Ah, yes, okay. So we're going to put twine through here. And just between that. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what it is. So if you look at the picture there, it gives you an idea. So twine goes around there, a tie bow, yeah, my fingers are not the best tie bows, but we shall see how we go. And I'm sorry if I'm hiding what I'm doing here. I can't see that. Okay, that'll do. That's not too bad at all. Okay, where's my scissors? Let's cut that one off. Right. So I've got the card base here. Make sure I put it the right way. As we get that, and so it looks like that goes on first. I'll take, oops, I'll put that there. So I've just got the twine wrapped around there. I take off all the little backing pieces and I'll sweep them up at the end. So there'll be a few on my table today. These tend to stick, not really stick, but it's just by static electricity. You might find them on your clothes at the end of a session, or if you have a furry helper, you might find them on their fur. My furry helpers are in the house today because it's another grey rainy day and they're keeping warm in there. It's a little bit cool out here, but you know, if it was a warmer day they'd be out here. A sunny day. Right, I think I've got all the things off there. Now this goes right into the corner down there. So that corner, line that up, sets up that. Then we have this piece that goes over the top, and then we have the little greeting and then some bling. So this one's a pretty quick card, so which is good. These are great for, you just want a little bit of time, but you don't want to spend hours and hours and hours designing, cutting, creating, all that. This just gives your mind a rest from all the things that are happening. And yeah, all right, I'll put this about there, so it covers part of the twine, just anchors it. They do suggest to put a little glue dot in there, which I might need my trusty take a pick tool. Let's just turn this. Take your pick tools, they're fantastic. Little tool, got these different ends, so you can use them for different things. I have these glue dots in here. I'm just going to pick one up with that there and just put it under there. Take off the bit of paper, the paper backing, bit on top. Oh, there we go. I don't know where that went. So I'll just, but it's over there somewhere. So I just roll it up a little bit. There's my tool. There we go, my fingers, and then I put that on there. Okay, just rearrange that. Little bow, the tails, and there we have. Look at that. Oh, haven't put the bling on yet. The butterflies. Oh, here we go. Nice little butterflies. Little shiny things. Okay. Where do they go? Put one up there. One. Yep, so usually use odd numbers. So I might use the flat end. I'll turn that around. Put that back in there. There's the flat end. Put them in, put one there, couple in the flower basket, one around here somewhere, oops, and another one up there. There we go. Here we go. Look at that. Very nice. So that's card number 2. Put that over here. Now move on to card number 3. Card number 3. Let's grab the little bits over here. That's a yellow card. Now, it took me a while to work out what was going on here, but there's a bit of stamping involved. Okay. And I didn't know what this was. I thought it looked like a cloud, but it's not. Whoa. Yeah, anyway, never mind. So, I'll put the base over there. We have this piece here. We're going to do some stamping onto this piece. Funny, they only give us 3 of these. They don't give us any extra. So we've got there's 2 different little butterfly stamps. There's a single butterfly, which is this one. Let's move that over there. Single butterfly goes about there, and then double butterfly, and it goes about there. Okay, that's all right. And we'll just put that aside for a sec while I do clean these stamps off with my chamois. Where's that other one? There it is. Okay. The next thing, we need to do a bit more stamping. We've got these flowers that we used yesterday, and that's going to go onto this little shape. Yeah, I'm just lining that up to what it's supposed to look like. Okay. So this is like a die cut shape. Yeah, you're supposed to line this over the top. Let's see if I can get this more or less right. I'll be slightly off. Yep, that's a bit off. So I'm going to use the spare one. Here's a spare one. I'll put that in there just in case I can do something else with that. Okay. Go right over the top. Sorry, I've got to lean right in. I'm going to do it a bit closer to me so I can see that. So you might be slightly out of shot there. Slowly go down. Just a bit better. It's not 100%, but that'll do. Yep. Okay. I think that's all my stamping. Yep. Okay, I don't need that. No, I tell a lie. I've got to put the greeting, which is thank you. Okay, put that one over there. Oh, I've got just inked up best wishes. That probably fit on there as well, why not? Yeah. Oh, I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to use the greeting that they suggest, which is thank you. So there we go, so my thank you card. Alright, I think that's all my stamping now. I'm going to just clean off these stamps and hopefully. Okay, now I think I've got everything to put together this one. So it's over here. So now I'm going to put dimensionals on the back of this panel, and then we've got some dots and dimensionals. So, okay, and oops, picks up two at the same time. And then we've got that one, and we put dimensionals on the back of this one, and on the back of got a couple of little die cut shapes. We've got a little a flower pot, and another little shape here. On the banner, need two on that one. I'll move this up a bit. See what I'm doing, putting that on there and that one on there, and then we have this green piece. We need to put 3 little dots on. Where's my tool again? Okay. I think that's all. Put that over there. Now, okay, bring in the card base. Just move that up there. Let's see what I'm doing. Okay. Card base. I might use the bone folder just to reinforce that fold. Then we have the artwork panel. So with the paper pumpkin kits or any of the Stampin' Up kits, you can use this as a jumping off point for your own creativity. You can come up with different ideas, or you think, oh, I might add something else there. Jazz it up a bit more if you want if you want that. And then just move this over here because I can't see what I'm supposed to be doing. Alright, now to put this on the card base, I'm going to stand up for this. Oh, excuse me. To line this up, so it's got a bit of a border around. Like that. And then we've got the little baskets. So we put in the 3D elements. So that goes on top of that. That's already there. Just to give you more dimension. And then we put this basket on here. This basket on there. On top there. And then we have these the flowers on top of that, so it's another layer. Okay, which way did they suggest put it that way? Okay, so just put them on top there. I mean, you could trim it down with the scissors if you wanted to. I won't do that. Okay, we've got that, and then we've got our the greeting. It goes on there, and then we've got a okay, so we're going to put a bit of twine, so it suggests a little bit like that, but I'm going to actually do a bow, do a rough bow, because it might sort of look similar to what you get anyway, and when I do sort of wavy lines, they don't tend to stay where I want them to. So anyway, so I do a loose bow like that, a loose bow, and then I'll cut that one off. Okay, I might just a bit off that, a bit off that. Okay, and that's supposed to be on there with a glue dot. in the middle. Oops, got it on my finger. That's fortunate because then I can roll that up. Okay. A sort of big loop like that. Little bow. And then we put this on top. The thank you greeting. Probably could do with another dimensional, but I'll just do that. So it's just, so they've got it more or less lined up with that end. And up a little bit, so you see a bit of the green and sort of like that. So you can see a bit of the string. Didn't put that on very straight, did I? Okay, so we'll put that like that. That's even worse, isn't it? Okay. That'll do. Okay, so now take these little backing bits off, and that goes on the bike, on the card front. Then we've got the bling. Okay, put this up here, and that just goes onto the edge of the card, about there. Okay. Right, and now a few more butterflies. Have we got any butterflies on this one? No. I can't see. We've got the stamp butterflies, but we don't. It just doesn't say to put any little silver butterflies on. But if I've got any left, I might go back and do that one again. But anyway, there you go. That is card number 3. I'll bring in that one, and I'll bring in the other original one. First one I did yesterday. Okay, so we have three cards. This up a bit so you can see. There you go, that's the Bikes and Blooms Paper Pumpkin Kit for June 2026. I hope you enjoyed that. So later on, if there are any kits available, they will become available in our online shop. But in the meantime, there's some exciting new kits coming for the next couple of months. I know next month there'll be an easel card. I don't know if you know what an easel card is, but that's it's a fancy fold. It's an easy one, and that will add some normal interest to your cards. There's some flowers on that. It's a lovely idea. I've only seen the sneak peek of one of them, or sort of a little bit of the others, but not the whole thing. But they're looking really nice. So the subscription period is open now until the 10th of July. If you want to get that in the mail, and you'll get it, they start sending them out on the 11th of July, and you'll get them in however long it takes for the Australia Post or your courier service to get to your house. So that is it from me today. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to see you in another video very soon. Thanks. Bye for now.